What's up, you guys? It's Ms.Abag tuning in from New Earth, but we tune in from JUGGFAM, and I'm here with
Jurnee Alexis.
Jurnee Alexis. Where you from?
I'm from Uptown Manhattan, like Inwood, Washington Heights area. No one ever knows where it's from, like to be honest.
Okay, she part of the upper top 10 nice
Yeah.
Manhattan, born and raised. Okay,
Period.
how were you introduced to JUGGFAM?
And so it's kind of a funny story. I was at a show in Brooklyn, and then as I'm getting off stage, Meech comes up to me and he's like, "Can I talk to you real quick? Like, I want to talk to you about something." And not gonna lie, like I grilled him because I'm like, "Who is this man? Like, just pulling up talking to me?" I'm getting off stage too. Like, I'm like coming down from the adrenaline of being on stage. Like, who is this? But like the day after, he hit me up and he was like, "Look, I have an opportunity for you. Like, I'm starting to put together like a little management team. I feel like you would be good for it." And at that time, I was looking for like a manager because I've been doing like my music stuff since 2020 all by myself. So
Wow.
when we like talked about it, he explained like his mission and all that, and it was really cool. And I could tell that he was very like dedicated to trying to like build me up as an artist. So from there, that's how we started working.
Okay, cool. Wow. And what kind of music do you create?
So I feel like I make R&B fused music, which is like probably doesn't make any sense, but specifically this year I feel like I've been branching out from like the regular R&B kind of just like classic sound, and I've been mixing it with every other like genre. So like R&B and Afro beats, R&B and like hip hop, R&B and rap, very like early 2000s stuff to modern stuff. So just anything that's R&B, but also mixing with stuff like other stuff. And then also, I feel like I kind of fit in a melodic bag, so that's like the type of music that I
Ooh.
yeah.
Her music is definitely like hypnotic, like trance. Y'all gotta tune in with Jurnee. Okay? How do you want to be remembered?
Ooh. I want to be remembered as someone who makes just like feel good music that helps people through their day. So I want someone to kind of like I don't want to say compare me, but you know how like people listen to Sade and it's just like always like a mood booster, and everyone's like, yeah, that's the type of like music that
You
I
like
like.
good cleaning music.
Exactly. So it's like whatever like the person is going through, because I feel like I do kind of like make my music about different things, like sometimes heartbreak, sometimes like just what I'm going through at the moment. So if a person can also connect to that mood, that's what I want them to do. Listen to it and just like feel better.
Okay. Love that.
Now, how do you separate your self worth from the success or failure of your work?
Honestly, I still have a problem with that.
Okay.
So
Okay, be honest.
I'm still trying to find the answer to that. Because even like this last month, I feel like I've been getting really hard on myself because I was really like consistent this whole year with my music, and I've been taking a little break to kind of just like live life and write. But I would say I always try to remind myself that there's gonna be like 100 failures before you find that one success. So when I'm going through the trials and tribulations, I'm like, okay, these are like learning moments and stepping stones, and then once I reach that success, it'll all be worth it. So whenever I'm going through something, I'm just like, all right, just use this moment as like motivation, but then also sometimes it'll turn into a song, and that'll end up being something that's also good for my career. So I try to just never like keep myself too low, and when I start feeling bad, I never sit too much into it. I always try to turn it into something positive.
Wow, I love that point of view. Still growing. Know that you're gonna evolve.
Yeah. Okay.
Still feel like you're finding that sound too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always trying to discover and venture and find like new sounds and new pockets and different things like that.
Okay. And what future projects are you most excited for coming up?
Ooh. Okay, so I'm doing, and this will be like a little exclusive. So
Okay, JUGGFAM exclusive.
yeah, so I'm going to finally drop Files Volume 2. So my first EP and like first ever project, I put out a project called Heartbreak Files Volume 1, and that was all about like my first little like big heartbreak and everything like that. So I'm finally coming back around a few years later, and I'm gonna do like a whole different perspective on heartbreak. I feel like the first one was very like vulnerable, sad, like just finally discovering it, and then this one I'm gonna turn into more like life lessons. It's gonna be a little sassy, a little bit of like tit for tat vibes, you know. So that project I'm really excited for. I feel like people are gonna see a different side of me that they didn't see on the first Heartbreak Files.
Ooh, stay tuned. I can't wait to hear that for real. All right. Oh, and lastly, this one is gonna be a fun one, and then we're gonna close out.
Okay.
If there was a zombie apocalypse right now happening, what are 3 things you need to have on you?
Okay. A knife.
Okay.
A map, and something to listen to music on. So like an iPod, my phone, a Walkman that has CDs, something that I
Okay,
can
like the
listen.
old iPod that got the
Yeah.
tracks on there already.
Literally,
Because
just
it's
something.
not gonna be
no
no
service,
right.
literally. So just anything I can listen to music on, and then obviously, you know, like the maps, I can figure out where I'm going, and then a knife. So if there's any danger, any like zombies that get near me, I can just take them out with the knife. You know, I feel like I could use that.
Well, thank you so much, Jurnee, and we can't wait to hear more coming out. You know, she's gonna have a whole, is it project?
Yes.
A whole project coming out is gonna be a nice, you know, cover, you know, whole different evolution. So we just can't wait. So again, I'm Ms.Abag.
I'm Jurnee Alexis.
And we tuning in from JUGGFAM. We out.